Hello and welcome to the Good Enough Homestead. Today we're going to turn this plain window into a bright and lively cottage window. If you haven't been following along with us, you might be wondering why we're turning this perfectly acceptable white window into a cottage window. And that is because this is a tiny 1,400 square foot house. 4 of the rooms are actually bedrooms, which makes each of the other rooms even smaller. And this kitchen is tiniest of all. So I wanted to really go ahead and do as much with the space as possible. And the thing that came to mind was cottage style. Cottage style speaks so well for itself in all of its little details, all of the, I feel like, very naturey elements, and just the beauty that I think it brings. I would not have chosen this style even last year, a couple of years ago, but as soon as I realized I was going to be in this tiny house and I needed a reason to love it, I decided to go for it, which for me is a very bold move. So there's Anastasia. She enjoys visiting as I'm doing my projects, and I enjoy having her visit. But I went ahead and chose this very bright green. It's actually not as bright as it looks in this video. It's a pretty soothing green, but I think that typically cottages that I like have that kind of green, yellows, blues. And then I took the herbs that I had purchased and put those in actual dirt now in the planters that Brad made me. So here I am just replanting the basil, and this one is mint. And then I really wanted chives, but I couldn't find them at the time, and we had chives seeds at home anyway. So in this third bucket, I will put in some chive seeds, and I decided to do 4. And then these are little spider plants that my mom gave to me the last time that I saw her. And go ahead and see how I do with that. I'm actually really terrible with houseplants. So hopefully I will be able to keep these alive. That is my current goal. So I got them into dirt as quickly, new dirt in a new pot, I should say, as quickly as I could. And these will have a different home. They won't be in the window. And you'll see that here in this video as well. Now it's time to water them. So I took them over to the sink where the water could just empty out on its own. And I was worried that the faucet would disturb their little roots, so I used this tiny little water spray bottle that I had to water each of them. After that, I started to put everything back, and once I did, I was still not quite satisfied. I loved the green. Actually, it took me a little bit to love the green because it is so much bolder than anything I typically do. So I kept having to look at it, show it to Brad, show it to my sister, look at it again, look at it in different lights. And finally, I thought, yeah, I think I like this green. But the window needs softening up because it is a cottage. But then, like I do, I got a little distracted from my current project. And I decided to put a plant table under the window in the meantime. And at the same time that I had done the repotting on the herbs and the spider plant, I had tried to rescue some houseplants that my sister gave to me a year ago or so. Remember, like I said, I'm very bad at houseplants. So these are the hopefully rescued houseplants that will be treated much better from now on. And they're getting a new home in the window. We have fresh dirt, new pots. Onyx was very interested in this whole process. Onyx is the dog, as you may have guessed. So she continuously came back and forth with me. But I wanted to make it look a little bit cute, and I typically shop from other areas in my house. So I took these wooden plates from a couple of bedside tables where they didn't really need to be anyway, just in case any of the water comes out of the pots. I wanted to have something to catch it. And then there is a shelf over to the right that I just got that off of, and one to the left. And the one on the left, I would like to take down and have Brad put that TV up so it's a little less in your face. So I can take as much as I want from that shelf without it looking bare because it would be coming down. So I grabbed a couple of things that I thought might look cute and played around with them. I didn't end up liking the little picture with the fake plants in it because it was among real plants and you could tell it was an imposter. So I put him on the other shelf with his blue willow friend up there that you'll see. And this is what I settled on. It may change later, and hopefully there will be more plants there and they will look a little healthier the next time you see them. Okay, now that that side project is done, back to the window. I ordered these curtains and hated them. I thought they were going to be bright and airy, and instead they were silky and stiff. So I quickly took them down and looked around the house, and it turned out I had an old lace curtain. I honestly don't even know where it came from. And here it is. I hope you enjoy it, and I hope you have a great night. Thank you for joining us.